Collins English Readers, in association with the Amazing People Club. Audio copyright, HarperCollins Publishers Limited, 2014. Amazing Composers, Level 2.
Johann Sebastian Bach, the man who wrote the Brandenburg Concertos.
I was one of Germany's greatest musicians and composers. I could play the organ, violin, flute and harpsichord, and many other instruments. I also composed many different kinds of music. I was born on the 21st of March, 1685, in Eisenach, Germany, and I was the youngest of 8 children. My family was very musical. My father was director of the Eisenach musicians, and he could play the violin and the harpsichord. 3 of my uncles were professional musicians, and one of them showed me how to play the organ. This instrument became very important in my life. Unfortunately, my parents both died when I was only 9 years old. As a result, I was sent to live with my older brother, Johann Christoph, and his family. But I was fortunate because Johann Christoph was a musician, and he continued to teach me the organ and the harpsichord. He also gave me music by well-known German composers to copy. This helped me to learn a lot about composing music. I watched my brother playing the organ, and I learned a lot from him. Soon I could compose music and play many instruments. I was also an excellent singer. So I sang in my school's choir. My teachers told me I was very talented at music. In 1700, I won a scholarship to study at St. Michael's School in Lüneburg. When I arrived at St. Michael's, I was asked to join the school choir. This was an honor because the choir only accepted the most talented students. At weekends, I visited churches and listened to the finest German organ music. After I left St. Michael's in 1703, I got a job in Weimar as a court musician. But the work was boring. However, I still gave performances in churches, and people told me that I was a very good organist. As a result, I was soon employed as an organist for the people of Armstadt. This position gave me a regular salary, and I had time to compose my own music. Armstadt was also close to my hometown. But I knew I needed to develop my talents. So I decided to leave Armstadt for a short time to study with the famous organist Dietrich Buxtehude in Lübeck. While I was there, I used the time to hear Buxtehude play as much as possible. I went to the evening concerts where his cantatas were performed. When I arrived back in Armstadt, I had a lot of new ideas, which I started writing into my music. During this time, I also fell in love with a lady called Maria Barbara. We spent many hours together, and soon we decided to marry. I needed to earn more money because I wanted to get married and have children. So, in 1707, I accepted a job as organist in Mulhausen. There, I started making a collection of the best organ music. I also trained the choir and started a new orchestra. Our first performance, Gott ist mein König, God is my King, was given for the new town council. A year later, I was asked by the Duke of Weimar to join his court chamber musicians. I
Sample complete. Ready to continue?